We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Ready. Back it. Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Purdy. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Purdy on 4th down. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big play that time on 4th and 1. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Purdy now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Steps away. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The Lance going to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Let's go now.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover.
2nd down and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now with Purdy. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Again, McCaffrey showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Ready.
And they'll go for it. Lance. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Purdy. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this is caught by Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action here. Purdy. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Lance. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Lance. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Lance. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Dawson Knox, 36 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Throwing now is Lance. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Touchdown, Broncos! Najee Harris, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Again, it's Lance. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Purdy. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lance going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Okay, ready?
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as again it was still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. Now 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's got it inside the 10. What a change in this ball game in the 4th.